different type of rock and roll memoir has just been released, one that compares to no other I've ever read. And it's funny, I just did a show a couple weeks ago on rock's most unusual reads. Well, after reading this book, it might be time to revise that list. Also, there's a new Rush documentary coming out. Sounds amazing. It's a tribute to the life of Neil Peart, but only a few select people are going to be able to see it when it comes out. Today's show is about this unusual memoir and the new Rush documentary. I'm your host, Big Rick. Welcome into the Rock Talk studio, and I'm going to start today's show talking about a new book that just came out. And the thing with this one is, only a certain type of person is not going to be challenged by this first memoir. What type of person is that? Well, let me tell you a little bit about the book first. The book is from Roland Orzabal, one half of Tears for Fears, and he's written his life story. It's called Welcome to Your Life, Love, Death, and Tears for Fears. And the challenging thing here is how Orzabal has positioned this memoir. And it even comes with a warning. Yes, the title of the first chapter is Warning, This Book Contains Astrology. And then the first couple of sentences kind of set the stage for what's going on here. Quote, "There is a reason you don't trust astrology. It's because you don't understand its complexities." Orzabal describes the book as an astrological memoir, using his lifelong fascination with astrology to help him make sense of major events that have happened throughout his life. He has studied astrology since 1980, and throughout the book, he connects different periods of his life with planetary moments and astrological patterns. It's certainly an unusual way to structure a memoir, but Orzabal has also said readers can just move past that element and simply enjoy the book as a story of his life and career, so you don't really have to focus on the astrology. So if you're into astrology, right off the bat, this is in your wheelhouse all the way. But if you're not into astrology, well, if you're a not person, and that not person is definitely me, here's how I dealt with it. I tried to read through the astrology stuff in the book. I gave him a chance. I really gave it my best, I swear. But I must say, it's just like a different language to me. It doesn't work. I don't have a problem with it. I'm not against it. I don't think it's weird. I'm totally open to it. I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. And almost every chapter includes astrological analysis of people's behaviors and interactions. So am I saying the book sucks? No, definitely not. As Roland suggests, skip over the astrological stuff. And when I did, what I was left with was a pretty enjoyable book. Actually, when I first started reading the book, I had to stop and look at the credits of the book. And this was because the writing was so good. Really, really incredible writing. Extremely polished. Most rock stars' memoirs have a co-writer, and that's what I was looking for, someone who can help with the process. But when I searched the credits, there wasn't one listed. Right off the bat, that was really impressive. The main part of the book explores Roland's difficult upbringing, the formation and enormous success of Tears for Fears. I forgot how many number one songs they had, and they did sell over 30 million records in their career at that time. He also opens up and talks about his creative partnership and sometimes turbulent relationship that he had and shared with Kurt Smith, the other half of Tears for Fears. He's a different type of rock star. He and Smith formed the band as a project to help them understand their difficult childhoods through Primal scream therapy. Primal scream therapy was based on the teaching of Arthur Janoff during the 60s. From the name of the band to the title and content of their first album, The Hurting, to many aspects of their second album, Songs from the Big Chair, it was all around this theory that they were into, this primal scream theory. That really didn't dominate the overall theme of the book either. It was part of the story. It added to it in a lot of places. But to me, where Orzabal shined the most is when he's revealing different sections about things that were going on beyond the band. There are times when I was reading this that I felt he was really generous in recognizing the talents of others around him while smoothing over different personalities and stories that could have strained relationships that he still values. But when he opens up about his addictions, specifically to Ambien, crazy Ambien addiction, the book takes a major leap forward. And the book does it again, which is a big part of this book. And that is when Roland is speaking about his wife's battle with severe mental health issues and alcohol dependency. That is when, to me, it becomes a little bit more of something that I can grab onto. And it affected me more when he was talking about really deep personal stuff. So while the astrology plays a part, I mean, you get how important this is to him. He still tells a fascinating life story about ambition and grief, creativity, friendship, and trying to understand what shaped the person he became. He's not a typical rock star. He has tales of craziness here and there, but that's really not what this book is about. It's a little bit deeper than that. Very enjoyable, very different. Roland Orzabal, Welcome to the World, Life, Death, and Tears for Fears, an astrological memoir, runs 287 pages. Coming up next, and I'm pumped to be talking about this, a new Rush documentary. If you're enjoying stories like this about rock and roll history and culture, about the books and the docs and all the stories and products that come with it, I wanted to offer up my newsletter to you, and it's free. It comes out once a month, the last Friday of each month, and it's all about keeping you up to date about what's happening in this rock and roll history and culture world. I list out all the upcoming release dates of the new books and the new docs. There's a new book coming from Alice Cooper. There's a new Metallica book. There's a new Fleetwood Mac book. I'm reading a new Dave Mustaine book right now, and some great docs are coming from Oasis and Travis Barker, and this new Rush doc that I'm going to be talking about here in a moment. If you want the newsletter, again, it's free. Just click the show notes. There's a link there that'll take you right to the free subscription, and it will help you stay on top of the world of rock and roll books, docs, products, and stories. How many of you get the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation channel in your streaming platform? If you do, I've got some great news for you to check out. And if not, well, I might have a solution for you. There is a new Rush documentary coming out. It's called Neil Peart, No One's Disciple. It releases December 23rd, and the doc is being positioned as a tribute to the life of Neil. And it features two things that really grab my attention. Number one, both Alex and Geddy are committed to this. They've contributed to the project. Both of them are always so open, and they held Neil in such high regard. So I'm sure it's going to be a very emotional with them doing interviews and talking about it. I know they'll come strong. And they're also participating in another cool way. They're bringing in 3 legendary drummers to discuss Neil and his drumming. This should be really interesting because they've got like 3 different generations covered here. Stewart Copeland from the Police, Chad Smith from the Chili Peppers, and Danny Carey from Tool all are coming in to jam and discuss how Neil influenced them. I really like that touch. Neil Peart is a one-of-a-kind drummer. No one matched what he accomplished. Really looking forward to this. But here's the rub. I don't get the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation channel. So what can those of us do that don't get the channel? There is the CBC website that streams. So I'm going to look into that. I'm hoping they're not only going to live stream, but also archive it for a while so we can all get a chance to see it. And of course, there's always hope that it's going to get picked up by a major company and put out on a major streaming platform. It sounds like it's going to be phenomenal. And I really hope it gets to reach a large audience. Rush is on fire right now with Annika Nils on drums, having just this huge renaissance, this huge comeback. It's so great to see they're doing their 50 tour. I'll keep you posted. And hey, if anybody knows a better way around this, email me in the show notes. My email's there. Drop me an email and I'll pass the word along to everybody so we can all enjoy the new documentary, Neil Peart, No One's Disciple. Okay, time to tear it down, pack it up, and head on down the road this week on the Rock Talk Studio. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you next time for more artifacts, myths, stories, and moments that define and celebrate the art form we know and love as rock and roll.